Greetings to the following. I'm your President Mordecai Lacrosse, and this video is exposing Hillary Clinton with her connection to Google. Now, if y'all don't know, Google owns YouTube, and y'all might have heard about the recent YouTube censorship, but let me show you something real quick. Just last month, veteran journalist Luke Rudkowski was censored by Google for posting a video about, you guessed it, Hillary Rodham Clinton. This incestuous relationship between tech companies and the federal government is no longer conspiratorial heresy, given that Clinton also recently hired a longtime Google executive to manage her upcoming presidential campaign. Now, if you look at this is YouTube's content advertisement thing, content that is considered not advertiser friendly, but not limited to. If you look at the section right there, it's controversial, sensitive subjects and events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters, and tragedy, even if graphic imagery is not shown. Now, like I said, this is YouTube's agreement contract for those who get paid for their videos. It has been like this for a while. Now, they are just enforcing it, so people like Fluffy Talks, PewDiePie, Philip DeFranco, and many others are losing money. I could care less about that part. I want to know why now. Why has YouTube decided to enforce this? To create a narrative. To create a narrative for who? For their bourgeoisie masters, for the capitalist government. There can be no contradicting narrative other than what YouTube's masters say. YouTube is owned by Google, which funds Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton. Now, like the page Social Revolutionary has pointed out, is YouTube censorship has led to a lot of anti-Hillary Clinton videos being demonetized or removed. YouTube is owned by Google. Google went from spending $80,000 on lobbying in 2003 to over $16 million in 2014. After 2014, Google Incorporated became Alphabet, and in 2015, Alphabet invested over $16 million in lobbying. To date, the company has spent over $8 million on Washington politicians. Alphabet's top recipient this election cycle is unsurprisingly Hillary Clinton. Now, what I'm going to show you next is from the Anti-Media webpage, where they talk a little bit about the YouTube censorship. As I pointed out, Hillary Clinton has huge connections to the YouTube company, Alphabet, or previously known as Google, and that they throw tons of money into her campaign, which in return, then YouTube makes sure certain videos are not on their site. Now that means Google has a huge connection to the bourgeoisie of the Democratic Party, which means they will remove videos that pertain to Bernie Sanders that portray him also in a negative light. Anti-media journalist and senior editor Carrie Wedler got her start on YouTube and has had a similar experience with her channel. She explained the first time she realized the site had singled out her videos was a couple of weeks after she posted a video about how America's culture of militarism has underlying contributed to domestic mass shootings. She continued, "This video was released shortly after the Orlando shooting, which occurred in June. By July 6th, I had received an email saying the video was not advertiser friendly. 2 days later, I received another email about a video released at the beginning of June before I released the mass shooting video. This video, which pointed out inconsistencies in Bernie Sanders' record and questioned his revolutionary status, was also stripped of monetization." Now, again, like I just pointed out like a second ago, is since Bernie Sanders is now part of the Democratic establishment, which he always has been, which I'll post the link into the video where I talked about Bernie Sanders. But anyways, the point is now the Democratic Party, since Bernie and Sanders is in bed with Hillary Clinton, YouTube will make sure that Hillary Clinton's friends are also protected from any scrutiny by any type of alternative media. They will make sure of it. Now, continuing, while the mass shooting video's monetization is restored without her appealing the company's decision, her Sanders video remains ineligible. The Sanders video focused largely on his record of supporting war in the military-industrial complex. Her other videos affected by YouTube's policy include What Every American Needs to Know About Radical Islam, a video that challenged rampant Islamophobia and jingoism right after the Paris attacks last November, and Why I'm ready for Hillary, which the creator claims to be an extremely sarcastic indictment of Hillary Clinton published before she announced her candidacy last year. Other videos by Widler that suffered the same fate include How America Wins the Wars in Syria and Iraq and How I Became a Self-Hating Jew. All of the demonetized videos contained anti-war sentiments. According to the prolific writer and vlogger, YouTube only bothered to email her notifications regarding the changes in monetization for the Sanders and the mass shooting videos. I noticed the other videos had all been stripped monetization when I logged in YouTube to check out the two that had been officially flagged. However, when I checked my settings following receipt of the two emails regarding mass shootings, Bernie, my over monetization setting had been switched off, meaning none of the videos were monetized. She also stated that her videos not only her videos but monetization, she didn't have anything letting her. Where is it? YouTube failed to give her a specific reason. She had seen screenshot of emails from other YouTubers, and some contained reasons. Hers didn't, though. It was pretty clear to her that in that case, it's because they were considered controversial. Some discuss war, and some contain images of war, and they are always questioning military violence. While Widler agrees that this type of policy is not direct censorship, it does amount to an implicit attempt to discourage me and others from saying controversial things. She added that while YouTube is a privately owned company that can decide which content is appropriate for its advertisers, if they decide my videos shouldn't be allowed to generate revenue, they are effectively removing much of my incentive to continue producing content on the platform. So as you can see, there's a lot of this YouTube censorship is to make sure that it does not contradict the narrative of those that are in business with YouTube, which is the big, huge corporations, the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. Basically, the mainstream parties will make sure that there is no narrative contradicting their own narrative. And if that means pressuring Google into pressuring YouTube to remove certain videos that don't portray these things in a positive light, they will do such. And they won't stop until they get what they want. The point is that we continue to post these videos. We continue to question Google, to question YouTube, and say, see, I'm not sure to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you to write to your congressman. I'm not going to tell you to write to your president, to the Pope, to your religious guru, because I want to know what to tell you what to do. But I know that first you have to get mad. You have to get mad and say, I'm a human being. My life has value, goddammit. I want you to go to your window and say, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Until next time, stay wicked.